Did you bring what I asked for?
You convinced Jack, your son, that you were dead. So maybe you could give Jack a little grace here.
Hey, Nick. Long time no see.
The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers for Wednesday, July 8th, reveal that Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, will resort to drastic measures while Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, fights to clear Diane Jenkins Abbott's, Susan Walters' name. Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will also put Jill Abbott, Lauren Koslow, through a grilling session, so Wednesday's Y&R episode is sure to be packed full of drama. For starters, Michael will corner Christine Blair Romalotti, Laura Lee Bell, and push her to see that Diane is being framed. Patty is clearly responsible for this whole mess with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, but Christine may insist she has to focus on the evidence. Since Christine is apparently determined to make a fool of herself on every single case she handles as GC's district attorney, she'll stand her ground on Diane's multiple attempted murder charges. Nevertheless, Michael will plan to keep fighting for Diane after getting her out of bail. Diane will also remain hopeful about Jack awakening, so he can clear things up with the cops. Of course, that's exactly what Patty doesn't want, so she'll take matters into her own hands on Wednesday's show. Y&R spoilers say Patty will compel Jack to keep quiet, so she'll find some way to silence him when it comes to the real story behind his attack. It's possible Patty will somehow launch a medical setback and perhaps put Jack in a full-blown coma. That would certainly be one way to ensure Jack keeps his mouth shut about her being guilty instead of Diane. Then again, Jack might wake up and face Patty's deadly threat to wipe out his family if he dares to expose the truth. Jack is stuck in a hospital bed and might keep quiet long enough to figure out a plan to stop Patty from going further off the rails. Whatever the case, things would go better for Patty and Dr. Lawrence Markham, Jerry Burns, if Jack were dead, but we know he'll survive this wild storyline. Over with Billy, he'll put Jill through an interrogation. Jill may weigh in on Kane Ashby's, Billy Flynn, job offer and whether she thinks he should take it, but Billy will still have questions about the past. Billy is convinced that there's more to the story of his chancellor ouster than Jill's willing to admit, so that may come into play as he grills her. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Jill indeed has a secret that she doesn't want Billy to know, so stay tuned to find out what stunning news she's hiding. Kyle's protective instincts become stronger as the situation escalates. While he wants to believe that the danger surrounding Diane can be contained, new developments convince him that the threat is far more serious than anyone initially imagined. His determination to shield his mother may place him directly in harm's way, creating emotional conflicts with Jack and other family members who have their own ideas about how to handle the crisis. At the same time, business rivalries continue fueling tension throughout Genoa City. Corporate power struggles have always played a central role in the lives of the Abbott and Newman families, and this week is no exception. Decisions made in boardrooms could prove just as dangerous as confrontations taking place behind closed doors. Financial interests, personal vendettas, and family loyalty become increasingly intertwined, making every negotiation potentially explosive. Diane also faces the emotional burden of wondering whether her past mistakes are once again catching up with her. Throughout her complicated history, she has made powerful enemies, and although she has worked hard to change, not everyone believes she deserves redemption. Someone may be using her history against her, hoping to convince others that Diane cannot be trusted despite all her recent efforts to prove otherwise. This emotional pressure weighs heavily on both Diane and Kyle, who have spent years trying to rebuild their relationship after numerous betrayals and painful separations. Their bond has grown considerably stronger, but external threats test that connection in unexpected ways. Kyle refuses to abandon his mother when she needs him most, yet he also recognizes that protecting her may require difficult sacrifices affecting his own future. Elsewhere in Genoa City, several familiar faces continue dealing with personal struggles that intersect with the Abbott family's unfolding drama. Long-standing feuds refuse to stay buried, romantic relationships face fresh complications, and shocking revelations threaten to reshape multiple lives. As secrets slowly come to light, viewers can expect emotional confrontations filled with betrayal, heartbreak, and surprising moments of forgiveness. Every storyline contributes to an atmosphere where no one feels completely safe. Jack becomes increasingly determined to uncover whoever is targeting Diane before irreversible damage occurs. His investigation leads him toward clues that raise even more questions than answers. Every discovery seems connected to another hidden secret, creating a complicated web of deception stretching across several families. The closer Jack gets to the truth, the greater the risk becomes that he, Diane, and Kyle could all become victims of a much larger scheme. Tension reaches new heights as warning signs become impossible to ignore. Mysterious encounters, suspicious behavior, and unexplained events convince Diane that someone is watching her every move. Whether the danger is physical, emotional, or financial remains unclear, but the sense of impending trouble grows stronger with each passing day. Kyle refuses to stand by while his family faces uncertainty, even if stepping forward places himself directly in the line of fire. By the end of the week, viewers can expect cliffhangers that leave several major questions unanswered. Will Diane finally discover who is threatening her renewed happiness? Can Kyle protect his family without sacrificing everything he has worked for? Will Jack uncover the truth before it is too late, or will hidden enemies strike first? As the suspense continues building, relationships will be tested, loyalties will shift, and shocking surprises will keep fans guessing about what comes next. The July 6th to 10th preview sets the stage for a dramatic chapter in The Young and the Restless, blending family conflict, emotional redemption, corporate intrigue, and escalating danger into a week filled with suspense. Diane and Kyle's return home is supposed to mark a fresh beginning, but instead it opens the door to new threats that could permanently change the future of the Abbott family. With trust becoming increasingly fragile and danger.